Hello, everybody. Come on, please work. There we go. Right, you can hear me. That's the sound check done. The chat's there. And I tell you another thing that's here. It's season 4 of Tyrrell United. Can you believe it? We are already in the 4th season. We rounded up a brilliant season 3 by winning the Europa Conference League. Not before we won the Premier League a season earlier than we were expecting. And lads, this series has been so much fun. And I was thinking about it last night after I finished recording, and I was doing some stuff in the background to prepare for this 4th season. This genuinely is in my top 5 favourite career modes I've ever done. And I have done some amazing career modes over the years, if I do say so myself. I've always wanted to create FIFA content on YouTube and stuff. I've always there's so many YouTubers who I adore watching their career mode content, and myself. And even though it's not in the most high budget of ways, it is literally me streaming directly from a PS4. It's been so much fun. It's just been ridiculously fun. And to those of you who tune in and out of these episodes, and I know we've had a few of the ultras, I call them, of Tyrrell United tune in quite regularly and leave nice comments and stuff. Thank you all so much. It's funny, today I was looking at PS5s, because obviously in the next FIFA there's essentially no new features being added to the PS4 version of FIFA 23, so I am quite anxious to get a PS5, but as everyone knows, they're still quite hard to get, and the ones that are available are ridiculously expensive. I was looking online there, and the cheapest one I could find to buy was, I think, 600 and something, which isn't that bad. There was some that were 700. There was one Platinum Edition, I think it was called, which was 68 grand. I'm unless you're a Premier League footballer or a Hollywood actor, you're not going to be able to afford that. That is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous amount of money to have to be spending on a console. But anyways, we will get into that closer to the time, and hopefully we will have FIFA 23 on the PS5. That's the plan. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. But this will be the last stream of the week, because the Premier League, of course, returns tomorrow. So I will be watching that. And obviously the Premier League is on all weekend. I don't really stream on Saturdays regularly anyway. I do the odd Sunday, but I think I'll leave it off this Sunday just because United are playing, and it'd be nice to take a bit of a break. But I will be back streaming again next week. So it's all good. Right. Let's get into the transfer business. Where am I trying to go? Transfer history. Here we go. So we have made a few changes. Now, I made a bit of a rule. I made a bit of a rule for myself last episode. Last season, I suppose I should say. Coming into this transfer window. And that was, I could only limit myself to 3 signings. And I identified a right back position, the backup goalkeeper, and a backup striker, because we sold Matty Cash. He just wasn't good enough, so I know we needed an improvement there, and technically that's the only major improvement to the starting 11. Everyone else is the same. Backup striker, because DK didn't really play that much, and I felt like he didn't do much anytime I brought him on. He got 4 goals, I think, last season, or 5. 4 in the Conference League group stage and 1 in the League Cup. Brought him on in a few Premier League games, and he just never did anything. So I definitely needed an improvement there. And also at the backup goalkeeper spot, Ramsdale is fantastic, but Jesus Christ, lads, it was just Kelleher. I really like him as a Cork man. Don't like the fact he plays for Liverpool, but whatever. But he just wasn't good enough. We threw him in for a few games, and he was very shaky, so we definitely needed a better backup keeper, because you never know when your goalkeeper might get injured, and you want to make sure you have a decent backup there to slot in, or just for games that you want to rotate, for the League Cup and stuff. So these are the signings we have made. So let me go here. Well, first of all, some of the outs. Menezes, he has gone to Atletico Tucumán, I think is how you say it, for £2 million. I think he was out on loan last season. Decent young player, but look, we've only got 2 seasons left. He wasn't going to have enough time to break into the team. Quevin Kelleher, the man from Cork who played for Liverpool, has gone back to Merseyside, this time to play for Everton. And it's so weird, because I remember transfer listing him and thinking, I guarantee Everton are going to come in for him. I could just see him at Everton. I don't know why. It's just the way. I just feel like that's a club he'd end up at. So Quiveen Kelleher has left 17.2 million to go to Everton. I think that's a very good price to sell him for someone who very rarely played, and I think Everton is a good move for him as well. DK 23.5 million for someone who didn't even score a league goal the whole time he played for us. That's like, we have robbed Leipzig blind there. They've given us, almost 250,000 for a player who was a bit part player at most, and even at that, he hardly ever played towards the end. So very, very happy with that deal. His replacement is this man here, Jorn Aberg, I think is how you say it. I think that's Jorn is how you would pronounce that first name, but Aberg or Aberg. You might notice a few similar stats to someone else. He's a striker from Sweden. We signed him from the Serie A. I think it was Fiorentina we signed him from. This is indeed Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen. 6 foot tall as well, so he's a good height. And yes, he is 2 ratings lower than DK, but he's also 5 years younger. So he has plenty of room to grow. 18 million, I think this year, because we want to go deep into all competitions, we want to give the Champions League a really good go. I do think he'll be a really quality signing. 25 million, not bad. We've signed him for the potential. And listen, who knows? He might break into the first team sometime with the way things have gone recently with Kutcha. Aberg, I think Aberg is what I'm going to call him. Aberg might break into the team. Our new backup goalkeeper, a man I've praised an awful lot on this channel, Robert Sanchez. Of course, the number 1 for Brighton in real life. We have signed him from Villarreal, where he had moved in this career mode. 24 million for a player worth 22.5 million. It's not bad. Very happy with this signing. I've used him only once in career mode, in a simmed career mode with United as a backup, and he was very good in that. I used to throw him in for the Europa League games, and he was essentially another Sergio Romero, and we all know what a great keeper Sergio Romero was in the Europa League. But Sanchez, I think I'm very happy with the signing. 6'6", 81 rated, very good goalkeeping stats. I don't think we could have a much better backup goalkeeper, and I would be confident, like, if Ramsdale got injured and we had to put Sanchez in, it's not the end of the world. Whereas with Kelleher, I would have been really nervous if we were relying on him as the number 1. We saw it in season 2, our first season in the Premier League. Kelleher had his moments. There was the start of that season, he was doing really well, but as the season went on, he was making a lot of mistakes. Anytime we threw him in last year, he was very shaky. But Sanchez, 81 rated, a very, very solid. Even though I was looking at a few right backs like Lamptey, or who else were we looking at? We were looking at what's his name, Tomiyasu. We were looking at Trent Alexander-Arnold, but that was never really going to happen. I did decide to go with a free agent. Now, there's a few reasons I went for this guy, Diego Maldonado. Let's just call him Diego. The reason I went with Diego is because in these career modes, the Create a Club career modes, you are using a made-up club. I don't like the word fake, because fake, I don't know, it just sounds like a very negative word. But you're using a created club, a fictional club. That's why I like using these fictional players. I think it suits the storyline, it suits the narrative, and players like this, you're not going to get to use them in other career modes. I can sign Lamptey in another career mode down the line. I can sign Tomiyasu. I can sign, I think there was another right back we were looking at, and I can't remember who it was. Oh, Mazraoui from Bayern Munich. We can sign these players in other career modes. And what I liked about Diego is that he's only 1 rating higher than Matty Cash. So, like, we didn't just go and sign, like, Trent or fucking Mazraoui or Reece James or what's his name, Hakimi from PSG. Like, we didn't just throw a 90 rated player in there. We signed a young player around the same rating with very good potential, even though it said in the development plan he's already reached his full potential, which is very annoying, but listen, dynamic potential might kick in. It's an upgrade, but it doesn't make the game, not that we'd be cheating, but it doesn't make me feel like, oh, I've just signed a 90 rated player and we're just gonna run through everyone now. And yeah, look, fuck it, he was available. He's actually Juan Cuadrado's regen, because I was trying to work out right back, right mid from Colombia, who could that be? And it is, of course, Juan Cuadrado, formerly of Chelsea and Juventus, who was a very good player. We've got his regen here. and it's really good to see him in the team. I think if he was any more than 85 rated or 84 rated, I don't think I would have signed him, because I think that would have been too much of an upgrade. And this season in the Champions League, I really wanted to use the team we'd built last season. I really wanted to use that team and give them a go in the Champions League. The only area I knew I really needed to improve, like badly needed to improve, was the right back slot. So that's why we've decided to go with this signing. But I think it's a very good signing. I think it's a very good signing. Hello, JJ. I'm very good, pal. How are you? What have I missed? Well, now that you're here, JJ, and I'm not just talking to myself, I may as well just give a quick recap. So, we have sold a few players. So Kelleher has gone to Everton. DK has gone to Leipzig. And we have brought in... So obviously, Matty Cash would have left as well, but we did that last season. But it would have just gone through this season. So we've replaced DK with Aberg. I'm just going to call him Aberg, because that just sounds better. This is Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen. So I'm very excited about this. And I was saying, JJ, we got 23.5 million for a player who in 2 seasons didn't score a single league goal. All of his goals either came in Europe or they came in the Cups. So, like, that's a bargain of a deal. Kelleher, I think it's really funny that he went to Everton, because obviously we signed him from Liverpool. But for some reason, I knew Everton were going to come in for him. I don't know why. He just seems like such an Everton player. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but that was kind of that. We've replaced him, though, Kelleher, with Robert Sanchez. You know, I was saying, you know, it's good to have a backup keeper that you can rotate with, and if Ramsdale had got injured and we had Kelleher in goal, I would have been absolutely shitting it. I wouldn't have trusted Kelleher as a number 1. Sanchez, I think, would slot in fine, and I'm very confident with that. And then we signed Juan Cuadrado's regen, Diego Maldonado, but I'm just going to call him Diego because it's easier. Yes, it's a free agent signing, but I was saying, with a fictional club, I like signing fictional players, because you can't use them in any other career mode. As in, like, you can sign free agents in other career modes, but this Diego Maldonado, why is that so hard for me to say? Let's just say Diego. Fuck it, I'm just going to make it easier. Diego, we're not going to be able to sign him in another career mode, and he's only a 1 rating higher than Matty Cash. Of course he has better potential, but I just said if he was any more than 84 rated, I wouldn't have signed him. I would not have signed him. So that's what we've done there. So I'm very happy with this transfer window. Not too bad, just finished work and ready for season 4. Glad to hear it. Hope you had a good day at work. It's been so weird for me being off work this week, because obviously I tested positive for COVID on Sunday, which was a balls. I feel way better now, but of course I still have to isolate until Sunday, so it's really fucking annoying. But look, whatever. It is what it is, and yeah, look, not long to go. At least the Premier League is back, and we have the start of season 4 here too. So yeah, that's everything with signings. So I'm glad I got that done. Let's see, actually, for all clubs, what's the top signing so far? Rafinha went to Atlanta. Lukaku to Atletico. That's a random one. Oh my god. Szoboszlai, however you say his name. I do recognise him, but I never knew how to say his name. He's gone to Milan. Dybala's gone to Madrid. Bremer's gone to Leeds. Jeez, Leeds have been active in the transfer window. Konate's gone to Roma. Sanket's gone to Liverpool. Grimaldo to Monaco. Burkhardt? See, I'm doubting myself now, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not familiar with a couple of these players. 58 million to Real Betis. Guimaraes to Man City. Calvin Phillips from Real Sociedad to Lazio. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Puado to Atletico. McTominay. Scott McTominay joined some random clubs. Real Sociedad. Ben White. Indica. Gone. Jonathan Tah. Yeah, okay, that's it. What happened to Ibrahimovic's regen? We signed him because Ibrahimovic retired. So we signed... Did I not mention that? Oh, sorry, JJ. I think I forgot to mention, yeah, this is Ibrahimovic's regen. That was a very big thing for me to leave out. I did say it before you came on, then I just forgot to mention it again. Yeah, we signed him. He's Ibrahimovic. He's Zlatan's regen. It's just easier to say Zlatan. Obviously, I have to show you the new kits as well. You can get a bit of a glimpse there, but I'll show you the new kits as well in a second. He is 2 ratings lower than DK was, but he's younger and he's got better potential, and I reckon he'll be a baller. So, yeah, that's exciting. In terms of what we have coming up today, let me show you. We have the Community Shield against United, which should be very interesting. I think I'm going to do an interactive sim and just jump in whenever I need to, because the Community Shield, I don't really care if we win it or not. In real life, if United win it, I'd really want to win it, but in this career, I'm too pushed. Then we kick off the season against Southampton, Chelsea and Leeds. We will play all those games, and we will obviously have a look and see who we get in the Champions League, which is very exciting. So, now, moment of truth. The jerseys. We have gone back to Adidas. So, we'll start with the home kit, because why not? What I love about this kit, right? It does look a bit basic, okay? It really does. But the reason I went with this for the home kit is because this jersey looks eerily similar to my local team's jersey, Church Villa. The red and black stripes, the white lines on the sleeves, the black shorts. Like, this is a carbon copy of the jersey I wore for the team I actually played for in real life. So, when I was kind of going through the jerseys, to be honest with you, this was the most difficult year to pick the kits, because I really liked last season's kits. I really did. But I kind of wanted, I love Create a Club, and I like changing up the jerseys every now and again. And even though I don't think this jersey is as nice as our Nike kits last year, because it looks so similar to the jersey I wore for Church Villa, which brought back so many great memories, I had to pick it. So that's the home jersey, which I still think is nice, but probably not my favourite kit we've had so far. And the away kit, it's fairly similar. We've kept the Irish colours, so we've gone for stripes for both of our jerseys. We have the green, white and orange. Again, probably preferred last season's away kit. I was tempted to keep it for at least another year, but I think it's nice. I think it's a nice kit, and we will pick it for this game against United. You know what? I'm going to put United in their away jersey as well. Why was that so hard for me to say? Make it feel a bit different. So, I'm going to do an interactive sim. Jesus Christ, United have a very strange team. Ronaldo on the left, Shoretire on the right, and Elanga up front. Levitt in there. Twanzebe and Christensen. That's a very strange team. Anyways, let's do the interactive sim. We'll jump in if we need to. Hopefully nobody gets injured or suspended. I don't think I've changed Diego's number yet, actually, have I? So I might need to change that after this game, but we'll see. Oh, he's number 2, that's fine. We still have 200 million left over in the budget, but like, see, that's the thing is, I could just go out and sign a load of amazing players and storm through every competition this season and end the series there, but what's the fun in that? We upgraded the right back position. We've got a couple of decent backups. I wanted to give this team a big run in the Champions League. Let's see what happens. Who do United have on the bench? Varane, Kamara, Mir, Ginter, Palhinha and Rashford, and obviously Dean Henderson. I picked my fantasy Premier League team as well today, and bloody hell, I want to believe that I'm going to commit to it this year, but this is actually the first time in about 3 years I've made a fantasy Premier League team, because I never commit to it. I always give up on it after like 3 weeks. Not even give up on it, but I just get bored and I forget about it. Oh, St. Maximin nearly scoring there. But this year, I do hope that I can stick to it a bit more, because it could be a bit of fun. I know the lads at work want to set up a fantasy Premier League team, or a fantasy league, I should say. They probably already have, but because I've been off with COVID, I just haven't been able to see it. That's fair. Give the players who've been there from the start Champions League football and see where you need to improve next season. Exactly. Because listen, let's be honest. Bradley, this is probably the last season where he's going to be the main centre-back alongside Ponce. I do think we'll need another backup left back. I love Malacia, but Bell is starting to lose a bit of pace. St. Maximin, I do like him, but I don't know if we should go for someone a bit more prolific, but we'll see. Kucha hasn't been as good as he used to be, so that might be something that needs to be addressed, but I did want to give them a go in the Champions League. I really did. Like, Tyrrell is still going to be here. Hodgson's still going to be here. You know, Soler and Donny, of course. Ponce, Malacia, Ramsdale. Like, there's a lot of players here who are here to stay. Even Goddard on the bench. Like, those players are going nowhere. Mingueta at right back. He's, you know, I want to keep him as the backup right back. He can also play centre back as well. There are certain players there that won't be leaving. I have no intention on no intention of selling, I should say. But it's tough with Bradley because he's been the captain since we were in the Championship, and I might have to let him go next summer, which will be tough. Don't get me wrong, it will be tough if we get to that. But listen, we'll give him a go in the Champions League. We'll see how we get on, because I didn't want to just run through the Champions League. I'm not saying I don't want to win it, of course I do, but at least I know if we win it with this team, we won it because we had to grit our way through it. And we didn't just do it because we signed a load of 90 rated players in our first season in the Champions League. You know, I'd rather give it a go at this team and then bring in those players to improve the team, as opposed to just doing it from the get-go and going, well, there was never really a challenge there, was there? Half an hour to go here in the Community Shield. Still no goals. Might have to make some changes in a minute. Of course, you can make, I think it's 5 subs in the Community Shield. Oh, we nearly went 1-0 down. So I'll try and get a few players on. Oh, and we do go 1-0 down. It's Bruno Fernandes. Right, let's bring on a few players. I'm going to bring on Aberg, but I don't really want to take Tyrrell off. I'm going to take off Kutcha, and I'm just going to make him a striker. Hodgson's not really done much, so we'll bring on Goddard. I'll bring on Santos for Donny. Why does he go down to -3? He was brilliant at centre midfield last season. That's weird. It's probably because his sharpness is down so low. Bradley, I don't want him to get sent off, so I'll bring on Mingueta. See what happens. It's nice to win the Community Shield, but at the same time I'm like, I'm not overly bothered. And listen, it's United. I don't mind letting United win it. We did give United a huge advantage in qualifying for the top 4 last season. We helped them out there, so they can have the Community Shield if they want. I just want to get into the Premier League season. Honestly, I'm just anxious to see what our Champions League group is as well. I'm so excited to see the Champions League group. I'm just, again, praying that glitch doesn't fuck us over. If it does, I'll be so annoyed. I'll be so annoyed, because then honestly, I'd nearly just sim to the end of the season and take it from next year, but, nah. We'll see what happens. Right, fuck it. I know I said I wasn't going to jump in. We'll jump in here and see if we can equalise. Get our first glimpse of the away kit. It looks like a bloody Hibernian's jersey. Oh, Goddard was nearly taken out there. Dylan Tyrrell. Ooh. I have a bit of an idea for the jerseys as well for the last season. I was going to go back to the ones we used in Season 1, just as for it all to come full circle. Yeah, I think this game is going to end in a defeat, unfortunately, but look, whatever. It's only the Community Shield. Yeah, there we go. United do get the win, but look, whatever. It's a glorified friendly. Unless you win it, then of course it's a major trophy. But, yeah. Anyways, look, I just want to get into the Premier League. At least we got to bring up the sharpness of some players. Nothing major to worry about. Congratulations to United. And now we can focus on starting the Premier League. Here we go. Donny van de Beek, I think he's just gone up an overall from that thing there. He's gone up to 86, which is good. So, like, we still have a very good team. I'm still very confident this team can do a bit of damage in the Champions League, but I think it's still going to be tough. I think Bradley at centre-back will be interesting. The right-back is better, but he's still young, has to improve. St. Maximin and Hodgson need to be a bit more prolific. Soler and Donny, I think, will be fine. Kutcha, I was a little bit off last season, so he needs to improve. Tyrrell as well. No, Tyrrell was fantastic last season, but Tyrrell in the Champions League, can he keep up that amazing form? Let's hope so. But yeah, let's get into this first Premier League game against Southampton. Transfer offer from Alasia. No, thank you. Don't really feel like selling anybody else now, really, overall. Soler has... That's a good one. That's a good one, Leipzig. Ha! Blocked. Carlos Soler is going nowhere. He will be staying at Cloyne Road. I think he can be a very important player for us this season, yet again. But here we have it then. Did I just see that Chelsea were interested in Tyrrell? I'm gonna let them give me an offer for two reasons. One, I want to see how much they offer, and two, I will take great pleasure in blocking the offer. I am going to do a press conference, bring up the morale of the team going into the season. A lot of people are talking about your team at the moment. Your supporters expect to see you qualify for the Champions League. Well, yeah. I'm confident we're good enough, but it's not... I want to win the league. Never mind qualifying for the Champions League. We're the fucking defending champions of England. We want to do it again. I believe in the players. And we can't listen to other people. All very good answers there that brought up the morale. And here we go. We'll go with the full strength team. Tyrrell United versus Southampton. Season 4 begins at Cloyne Road right now. Let's see what happens. Here we go. This season just feels so much bigger. It really does. With the Champions League there, and the fact that we're the defending Premier League champions, it really feels like a big season. We feel like we're now officially a big club. We've been the underdogs an awful lot. Some people may have called last season a fluke, but I'm not one of those people. I believe in this team. I think they'll show what they're made of. We can have a good season. But it is going to be Southampton who kick us off here. Donny van de Beek with a brilliant tackle. Like, this is so weird. This is like looking at Church Villa. Oh my god, these jerseys. I love them just for that reason. They are like almost the exact same as the ones we wore in real life at Church Villa. Oh my god, what a moment. What a moment this is. I'm getting emotional here. Oh, Dylan Tyrrell. Well, he did it at Church Villa in real life once or twice, and he's not been too bad for Tyrrell United either, with those golden Premier League badges on the jersey. It really was going to be nobody else but Dylan Tyrrell to score the first goal of this season. He's made absolute shite of the Southampton defence there. And yeah, just picking up from exactly where he left off. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, those golden Premier League badges look so sexy on the jersey. Dylan Tyrrell, the record breaker. We've called him the Irish Ronaldo an awful lot, but now I think it's time to say that Ronaldo was a Portuguese Dylan Tyrrell. I can't believe I just said that. But we are 1-0 up. It's exactly the start we would have wanted. And let's hope we can continue from there. Jacob Hodgson. Jan Kutcher. Feel like he has a point to prove this season. Kutcher. Oh, went for to be too clever. Probably could have squared it, but I wanted to get him on the score sheet. A hot start from the defending champions. Yes, I love it. I can get used to that sentence. Here we are again with Soler. Hodgson. Jan Kutcher. Oh. Blocked off the ball. This is a make or break here for Kutcher though. Because as I say, last season he didn't do particularly well. And he is pushing on a little bit. I mean, he's 28, which isn't a bad age. But he's not going to grow much more. Especially if his form doesn't improve. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But he will be here for this season, I can guarantee you that. Hodgson was very nearly taken down. Tyrrell, oh, good save. They get it away, but we still have it. Donny. Donny loses it. Well, we have been the better team to start with, Southampton. They can't contain us at the moment. Dylan Tyrrell going on that trademark run. Needs a bit of help, couldn't get it. Hodgson blocked, leave it go for the corner. Oh no, the defender's going to get there. St. Maximin. Now Ponce. Soler. We do have a big game after this. We're playing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, so it's going to be a tough start to the season. Kutcher's done really well there. Donny was not able to get in the end of it, which is a shame. Malacia. Oh no, he won the ball. Oh, bloody hell. Southampton are in here. Oh, and it's 1-1. Well, that's completely against the run of play. It was a poor place to lose the ball. Ponce should have done better there. So should Bradley. Diego couldn't get close to him. And completely against the run of play, Southampton have an equaliser. Well, that wasn't in the script. I can't remember, who did we play in the opening day of last season? It was a very close game. We got a late winner. But we played shite that day. I can't remember who that was against. Soler's been tripped there, but he stays on his feet. Oh, fuck's sake, like sometimes you're actually better off just taking the free kick, because you'll end up just running right into somebody. I love how they just play the advantage for you for about 2 seconds, but then the opposition advantage lasts the whole fucking game, nearly. Oh, Kutcher. Southampton could be in again here. That's a hell of a ball. And I don't fucking believe it. Like, where has this come from? And that's piss poor from Ramsdale. That is actually ridiculously poor. They've had 2 chances. Like, where's Malacia there? And Ramsdale, how are you not fucking saving that, man? And it's Clivert as well, the fucking dickhead. And we're 2-1 down. That is a joke, though. That is actually a fucking joke. Tyrrell, good turn. But that gets saved. Mospina, unbelievable. Unfrickin' believable. I'm actually so annoyed right now. Soler. St. Maximin! Save from Ospina again. He's not known for his heading, St. Maximin, but he did well to win that. And it would have been sneaking in from the looks of it. Tyrrell! No. Donny. Half time, and like Southampton don't deserve to be in front. What an absolute joke. And it's I was just talking about, I remember the first game of last season. I can't bloody remember who it was against. We had the exact same thing happen to us. The only difference is we actually started that game very poorly. Oh, Kutcha, I thought you were going to make the run a bit quicker there, lad. Jan Kutcha. Ugh! Why do I bother squaring it? Why do I bother squaring it anymore? I always square it and nothing ever comes of it. Kutcha. Fucking hell, like. I am actually quite worried about Kutcha this season. Oh, Tyrrell wins the header, but right at the keeper. I don't know if we kept him a year too long. Again, I do want to give him a go in the Champions League, but like... Ponce, we've done really well there. Brilliant tackle. Oh, fucking then St. Maximin just loses it straight away. That's our ball, surely, yeah. Okay. We don't even have attacking fullbacks on. I normally turn that on straight away. And now Dylan Tyrrell is losing it. Oh, lads, this is not going to end well, I don't think. Soler. Kutcha. Tyrrell. Oh, fuck off, like. Fuck off. It's Ospina, not De Gea. He can't be that fucking good, like. Look at that. They've only had 2 shots on target and they both fucking went in. And they're in again here. He's onside. It was nearly 3-1. Right, I have to make a change. Kutcha has been useless again. Bring on Goddard for the final half an hour. Well, this was not what we expected, especially after that start. We had a brilliant start to this game. Donny van de Beek. Oh my fucking god. Are you fucking serious? That is taking the fucking piss. I can't believe he just missed that. They're going to score here, aren't they? No, Bradley's going to get rid of it. Oh my god, we just give it right. Every time we get it back, it goes right back to a Southampton player. No fucking way. We're 3-1 down. Oh, you have to be taking the piss. This can't be real. This can't be fucking real. What is going on? What the actual fuck? We're 3-1 down. They've had 3 measly fucking chances on target, and they've scored them all. Oh, no. Oh, every fucking ball goes right back to them. It's actually so stupid. Here's Tyrrell. Goal. But, like, I can't even enjoy it. This is actually ridiculous. I've gotten to a stage now where I'm going to take a fucking draw, if I can even get one. Right, Donny's coming off because he's been fucking useless. Santos is coming on. Goddard's going to go to the right. I'm going to bring on Aberg, however you say his name. He can come on and be The second striker, will give him his debut. Hopefully he can light it up and have a similar debut to what his original player had, Ibrahimovic, in the Premier League. But 3-2 down. I did not expect this. The games like this really annoy me, and I feel like the opening game of the season always goes really badly, no matter what career mode I do. After the first season, the opening game is always a bloody nightmare. Oh. Everything is just getting intercepted. Everything. This is worrying. This is actually very worrying. Like, what is... Oh, like, I'm actually tempted to just... Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I fucking mean, like? Every single fucking tackle went fucking back to a Southampton player.
Substitution for Southampton. Coming off the pitch, number 8, to be replaced by...
I'm fuming. I'm actually fuming right now. Like... I'm so angry. This is like Charles Roy all over again. This makes no sense. It doesn't make it, like, it's Southampton, like. Barcelona, it sounds like they've signed every fucking player from every great team there's ever been, JJ. It's so stupid, like, it actually is. This team doesn't... They should not be scoring for. Soler scores, but, like, I honestly, I don't think we're going to have enough time. I really don't. 4-3. Honest to God, this has actually fucked me off. It's making me reconsider my transfer policy. But, like, I'm not going to react too quickly. I'll have to see how this Chelsea game goes, and we'll make a decision then based off that. But Santos, go on, lad, please. Santos. Tyrrell, why did you stop your run, you fucking retard? Tyrrell was there to put that... He just stopped running. Why? Oh, no, like, no. That... Oh, for fuck's sake. We've lost now. Oh, Bradley, lad, he can't... Like, look at how slow he is. And we're not going to have enough time. That is a fucking joke. I am fuming at that. What a shit fucking start to the season. They didn't, like, we scored so early on, I thought this will be grand. They didn't deserve that. They had 6 shots and scored from 4. We had 15. What an absolute... I'm fuming at that. I'm proper fucking fuming at that. That is ridiculous. Kutcha, you can shut the fuck up, lad. Because you were fucking crap. There's a reason I fucking took you off. Oh, fuck him. I'm bringing down the morale a bit. Because he was fucking useless. Lads, I know I said 3 signings. Bradley, he was so slow. He was ridiculously slow in that game. That really has me reconsidering. I can't have a snail at the back, like, I just can't. That is not the start of the season I was expecting. That's really fucking annoyed me. He's not playing this game, Bradley. He's not, like... Oh my God, I actually don't know what to say. I don't actually know what to say after that game. Right, Mingueta is going to come in as the centre-back here. He can play there. Kutcha, you can fuck off, lad. I'm actually going to try out Aberg. I want to start him. Let's just see what he's like. Donny wasn't great in the last game either. I'm going to start Santos. I need to make some changes. I can't let these players get away with performances like that. Chelsea, the games don't get any fucking easier. Like, that's flashbacks to season 2, our first season in the Premier League, where we had such a bad start. Unbelievable, like. And it was just every single tackle went right back to a Southampton player. And then Tyrrell, like, fucking Santos shot gets saved. Tyrrell would have been there to slot it home, and he just stood still. What a bloody idiot. I don't care that he scored twice. Like, to be honest with you, Tyrrell is just as much to blame as anyone else, but actually, let me take the back, because it's not his, that's just the game. The game just made him go, no, fuck this, I'm not trying. Here we go, Stamford Bridge. I'm actually so... I know I keep saying it. That result has proper fucking annoyed me. And I'm sorry, Bradley, I know I said I wanted to give him another season, but bloody hell, I'm actually strongly reconsidering that now, because he was ridiculously slow. Oh my god. Diego, what was that, lad? Ramsdale has to make the save. I know I wanted a challenge this season, but like, this is taking the piss. Oh, like, do you know what I mean? I can't go 2 steps. I can't go 2 fucking steps. Yeah, Bradley's 30. I thought for another season he'd be alright. Because 30 these days in FIFA isn't, if you're at a certain rating, it isn't that bad. Oh, Santos. Right. Can I just say right now, my whole fucking midfield is starting to piss me off. Apart from Soler. Oh. I need to try and calm down, like, but bloody hell, that result has really annoyed me. What a block. Oh, I've got a really weird feeling about this season now. I think I'm going to have to sign another centre-back. I'm sorry, Bradley, I think I fell in love with the story too much. I really think I did. I honestly don't... Mingueta I like as a centre-back as well, but again, he's only 80 rated. I feel like we need to bring in a better centre-back. I'll put it to you this way, though. I won't go any higher than 85 rated. I think that's fair. I need someone who's a bit quicker, because like, he's a snail. He's an absolute snail. Last season, it was, you know, we kind of got away with it, but I don't think we will this season. Dylan Tyrrell. Aberg! Aberg with his first goal for the club. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen gives us the lead at Stamford Bridge. A stadium Ibrahimovic has scored at in real life for PSG. Tyrrell with the assist this time. And honestly, Kutcha, I'm like, bloody hell, like, what do I do with Kutcha? Because Kutcha was useless in that game, and we all know last season he wasn't that great. But I don't want to like completely go back on what I was saying. But if we can grow Aberg into a better rating, then we can just have Kutcha as a rotational player. But then obviously we have Goddard, so like we're in a really weird situation at the moment. We do have the lead at Stamford Bridge. I think we won't bother signing another attacker. But I honestly, lads, I'll have to sign another centre-back. I want the Champions League to be a challenge, but I don't want to, like, throw away my chance at winning not just the Champions League, but any competition that we're in. Because De Luca is a good backup, but he's quite low rated. So after this, I think we'll have a look at some centre backs. We might even just have to include Bradley in the deal as well, which is a shame. But look, I have to put the club. Like, there's no player that's bigger than this club. Oh, St. Maximin essentially passes it to Kepa. Fucking hell. Oh, that Southampton game has royally pissed me off. I can kind of laugh about it now, but like, oh my god. Games like that just really do my head in. And like, just look at the way Chelsea are passing it. Like, this is every team at the moment. Ramsdale with a brilliant save. But like, it's just like, I remember FIFA 19, I think it was. I remember, this is like stretching for an excuse. I thought that went in. But I remember on Thursdays, FIFA's difficulty used to just go up so much on a Thursday, and I don't know if like that's just happening today. But I have noticed in other career modes, the opening game of the season always tends to be really fucking difficult. Tyrrell! Oh, what a save by Kepa. When I say what a save, it was actually right at him. Either side, and I don't think he would have got there. I'm actually going to make Salah whip this in. Ponce! Oh. Oh, brilliant by Hodgson. Look at this for a run. Aberg. Salah. Dylan Tyrrell. Brilliant goal. Brilliant fucking goal from Dylan Tyrrell. 2-0 at the end of the half. How does the formation feel? Still like it? I still love the formation. I really do. That was a brilliant goal. But yeah, JJ, I actually really do like the formation. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna lie. I have thought of changing it here and there, but I really like it, and it's not a formation I use an awful lot. This kind of 4-4. I was gonna say 4-4-1-1, but it's a 4-4-2 really. Like, okay, we have a centre forward and a striker, but I mean technically at the moment we're playing two strikers, so it is a 4-4-2. But as you can see here, like it does work. It's just, I think the system is fine. I just think it's a couple of players that are letting us down. I do think Kutcha is one of them at the moment, and I think Bradley's one. We are 2-0 up. The two strikers with the goals. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. But again, Kutcha, he did turn it around last season eventually. He only got 13 goals, which isn't amazing. And I can't remember, how old is Kutcha now? Let me just have a quick look. I think he's like 28. He's 27. He's like, I mean, he's a perfect age, but he's just doesn't feel like the same player that he did in the first two seasons. He had his moments last season, but overall, Goddard felt a lot better, and Aberg at the moment feels... they just feel better on the ball. Do we get a free kick? I think we do. Yes, we do. Carlos Soler standing over it. What's his free kick accuracy? 82. Yeah, Dylan Tyrrell, 95 free kick accuracy. Yeah, I think we're going to go with him instead. But I love you, Soler. I love you. I would never say anything bad about you. Dylan Tyrrell. That literally went nowhere near where I was aiming it. And I think the main thing I love about this formation is playing with the two up front. Because it's just so different, because I don't do that at United, really. In any other career mode I've been doing off of YouTube, I haven't really been doing two strikers, so I really like it. Oh, bloody hell. Should have been doing a bit better there. Chelsea starting to get a bit of momentum now. Pulisic right into the arms of Aaron Ramsdale. Out to Oscar Mingueza. Carlos Soler. Diego. Now Mingueza. Yeah, that's why Mingueza won't be there, because he's good, but he's just so much better as a right back. I couldn't actually play Bradley. I just couldn't. I couldn't even face playing him again. Donny, look, I don't want to blame Donny too much, but it was just, he did miss a few chances. Santos is a bit more of a goal scorer. We've got 25 minutes to go here. Is there any change I want to make? I will bring on Donny now, I think, just because Santos is running out of energy a little bit. I think Donny can do the job for the last 25 minutes. Ponce. Oh, like the passing it's so bad at times today. It has been really, really bad. Like, you see what I mean? They take so long to release it. It very rarely finds the man I'm actually hoping to fucking pass it to. And then it leads to shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I fucking mean? Like, fuck off. And now Chelsea are back in it all of a sudden. Unfucking believable. And that's all from, like, just terrible passing. Absolutely dreadful. We've already conceded 5 goals this season, and we're only 2 games in. We've scored 5 and conceded 5. That's not good enough. Oh my god. And then again, it won't switch player for me. Abrog was there. But no, let's not switch player. Throat's actually getting sore from fucking shouting. Oh my god. Ramsdale get there. Good man. There's Malacia. I'll probably release that too soon. Dylan Tyrrell. Go on, lad. Go on, I said. Soler, you're there. I can see you. Soler into Tyrrell. Brilliant goal. That is a world-class goal. That is more like it. 3-1. See, we can play some brilliant football. We can. Oh, that was excellent. That really was excellent. And to be honest with you, I know Tyrrell has been here longer, but I think if Bradley leaves, Soler is going to be the captain. He was the captain I had at Valencia. It just suits him. I like having a midfielder as a captain as well. The Spanish Roy Keane. Irish Ronaldo, English Messi, and Spanish Roy Keane. Sounds good. Beautiful football. That final pass was incredible. It was a beautiful goal. It really was. Really, really was. I'm going to bring on Sarr against his old club. Mangueth is getting tired. Ponce has 5-star weak foot, so he can go there. And I will also bring on Goddard for Hodgson. That was a fantastic goal. (3-1) here at Stamford Bridge. We bloody needed a win after that opening day result. I think it annoyed me more as well because it was at home. The fuck happened there? Thought the keeper was going to come off for that. Diego, come on, let's get one more. Let's really make up for that opening day result. Oh my god, that's not where I wanted the ball to go at all. But only 2 added minutes. We're already 1 minute into that. Chelsea won't have enough time. And we do get the victory here at Stamford Bridge after a poor opening day result. We make up for it here. A much better performance. Still not exactly 100% happy at what I see, but at least it's a better result. (3-1) at a stadium that's not easy to play at. And our first 3 points of the season, which we badly needed. Aberg, hey Gaffer, just wanted to say thanks for giving me a chance to what I can do. I feel like I'm ready for regular games now. Outstanding, son. He was very good. He got a very good goal. It's always good when a striker gets off the mark. And right, Bradley. Yeah, 30 years old. He's been a good player for us. He has been. But I mean, I can't in good faith keep him. I gotta put the team first. Like, he's fine. Don't get me wrong, he is fine. Players' contracts is something I'm gonna have to look at as well soon. But I do think we need to move him on. And I do have a couple of defenders, centre backs even, in my shortlist. I do have 200 million to spend as well. The 3 centre backs I have are Konza, Ben White, who I've actually never used, but I feel like, I don't know. Don't know if I want to sign him. And Timber, who I think has just joined Arsenal here. Yeah. So, those are the 3 players I have in the shortlist. If I go here, is there any centre backs that come up apart from Timber? No. What's this? Right back. Any position promising. Any centre backs here? It doesn't look good enough. Yeah, there's no centre backs there. If I just go back in here and have a look at their pace. So Konza, his passing's not great. His defending is 85 though. White, it's quite good. Acceleration and sprint speed. Konza has much better stats than White does. Timber, it's 92 sprint speed, 80 acceleration. Yeah, I think Timber. I know he's just gone to Arsenal, but who cares? It's FIFA. I think I'm going to go for Timber. And again, I've never actually used him in career mode. I know he plays right back an awful lot. I think I go for him. I know I've already backed away from my policy. I know there was probably other players we could have looked at, but he's the same rating as Bradley, but it's just his stats I just feel like are going to be a lot better. I think I will include Bradley in the deal. So he's worth 30 million, Bradley. Ponce is now worth 65.5 million. 30 million, so we'll offer Bradley, and he's worth 42.5. Bradley plus 20 million, because that would be 50 million. Are they going to accept that? Bloody hell, they want 47 million. That's a bit much. One extra signing from your policy. Well, that's true. That is true. At least we're not, like, completely changing everything up. I'm going to go with 33.5, and I'll give them a 10% sell-on clause. $44.3 million. Okay. We can afford this, and we're not going to be signing anybody else, but I still would like to save a little bit of money. Let's go 40 million. 40 flat. They'll accept that. So it's 70 million altogether when you count Bradley. I think it's for the best for the team. I really do. Means we'll come up against Bradley this season for Arsenal, which will be weird. But that's football, isn't it? He'll probably want crucial, but I'll try important. Oh, he's happy with important first team player. That's good. We'll offer him a 5-year contract. And he'll accept that. No release clause. Happy days. Wow, his wage demands are very low. But fuck it, he'll obviously ask for more eventually, but we'll sign him up. We need a centre-back. My God. Talk about stress, huh? But he does go right into the team. Same rating, but again, he's a little bit younger. He's got better pace. His passing we will have to work on. We will put him on a development plan. It has given Soler the captain's armband. I'm more than happy with that. So let's go here. And with that, let's give him number 25. The number 5 is available. So we'll give him number 5. And we will put him on a development plan. Trying to improve his passing a little bit. Ball playing defender maybe. Yeah. And it'll improve his weak foot as well. And his stamina. So yeah, I think that one is the best one. 19 weeks. His sprint speed is already good enough. So welcome, you're in Timber. Glad to have you at the club, my friend. And he will be making his debut against Leeds. So we'll play this game. And then we'll be able to find out who we've got in the Champions League. We probably already know. But let's play the game first. Look at Tyrrell. Look at the Champions League badge on the Tyrrell United jersey. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. Now I'm starting to think more positively. That opening day result really fucking annoyed me, but I'm starting to think a bit more positively now. We've got Timber. We've just beaten Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We've signed a new centre-back. Bradley, it was nice having you, pal, but we needed to move on. And listen, he's moved to Arsenal, so he's not completely dropped off, even though they did come, 15th last season or something. But whatever. Leeds don't have to go in their away kit. It's actually more of a clash. Put them in this alternate kit. Soler, his first game officially as the club captain. I kind of want to give... I'm going to give Goddard a game. I just fancy giving him a start. Because Aberg, as good as he did, look, he is only a rotational player, so he'll be happy just to kind of come in and out. I do want to give Goddard a game because we all know how good Goddard can be. And let's see how this game goes against Leeds. Hopefully get our first win at home this season. Oops, I just dropped my phone. But here we go. Leeds United will be Timber's first game for Tyrrell United. Let's see how we get on. Not the best opening day here, but we did make up for it with a good result against Southampton. Leeds are currently bottom of the table as well after 2 games, I should say. So they've not had the best start to their season. Thought the referee was one of my players there. I was going to say, geez, he's marking him very tightly. We do get the ball back. Here's Ponce, and here is Timber. His first touch the ball, gives it to the new club captain, Carlos Soler. Oh, Soler, who was trying to feed in Tyrrell there. Wouldn't have been the first time that happened. But just couldn't play the ball through. It's Patrick Bamford. Big gap there. Ponce to intercept. Ramsdale can clear it. Back to Donny van de Beek. Oh, Goddard's going to be offside. Or maybe not. I think he actually might have been on, but he couldn't get there. Donny gets underneath it. Soler. Oh, Tyrrell gets tackled. The shadows on the pitch are so annoying. It really, like, it's so stupid, like, it's so unrealistic as well. Gill gets the better of Timber. Oh my god, we have a huge gap. Which Leeds probably could have done better to exploit, but they still have it. Bamford. It's a good turn, and it's 1-0. And this is just completely taking the piss now at this stage. This is completely taking the piss. Our home form is just fucking abysmal at the moment. Like, it's like it doesn't matter what I do, I just can't get the ball off of them. I just physically can't fucking... And then, like, what more can I actually fucking say? Every time I go on a run, they turn into a brick fucking wall. Fuck off. Fuck off. It's 2-0. It's actually... Maybe Bradley wasn't the problem. Maybe we're just shit. I'm fuming. I'm lost for words. I genuinely just don't fucking know what to say anymore. Maybe last season was a fluke. And I know I said at the time that we were a season ahead of schedule, but like... I mean, look at he just ran past him like he wasn't even there. It's going to be 3-0. It fucking nearly was. I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for fucking words. This is not acceptable. We're the fucking defending Premier League champions. We've just won at Stamford Bridge, but then we play Southampton and fucking Leeds, and we can't keep the ball. Oh, like, come on. Like, no, this isn't fucking fair. This isn't fair. Every single time I win back the bloody thing, it just goes right back to a Leeds player. They're passing it around like Barcelona. Oh, and what was that? What the fuck was that? I actually can't deal with this, like, I'm like, oh, fuck off. They're actually starting to piss me off properly now. It's going to be 3-0. I can feel it coming. I probably should have just started Aberg, whatever his fucking name is. Oh, like, nah. This is taking the piss. This is completely taking the piss now. I thought he'd missed that for a second, that I was about to snap. I can't even celebrate goals at the moment. That's how annoyed I am. Tyrrell does make a 2-1 right at the end of the half. I thought I'd completely overplayed it, and then I thought he'd hit the wrong side of the post. 2-1, but like, how many goals? That's 7 goals in 3 games we've conceded already. It's ridiculous. It's how do we go from running away with the league title to struggling against Leeds and fucking Southampton? Here we go, second half. And this isn't even the last game of the episode. Like, I'm planning on playing more games. But that's what's getting me almost fucking kind of worried. St. Maximin. Come on. Come on, lad. Every time. Every fucking time. It's literally like I'm playing against 15 men. Not 12. 15. Tyrrell. What could, like, I guarantee if we were still 2-0 down, that would have went in. But it's like the game goes, oh no, look, it's 2-1, fuck him, look. He'll miss. Fuck it, have him miss it. St. Maximin. Oh my god, look at how quick they are. Look at how quick they are to fucking close us down. Referee, how is that not a fucking foul? What, like, how? Oh my life. The passing is piss poor. Oh, Leeds are in again. Fuck off. Fuck off. Just fuck off, like. I'm done with this game. I'm actually done with it. Is that Bamford again? Bamford has scored a fucking hat-trick. What an absolute pile of piss. An absolute fucking pile of piss. We just lost 4-2 to Southampton at home. And now we're losing 3-1 to Leeds. And Dylan Tyrrell can actually go fuck himself. What is going on? It's taken all the enjoyment out of the game for me. Like, I can't celebrate goals. I just can't. 3-2, but like, watch, like, we always score when we're 2 goals behind. Leeds now will go and score 4th, I'm telling you now. Eight goals conceded in 3 games. Like, where did oh, like, St. Maximin, fuck off back to bloody Newcastle, lad. Oh, fucking hell. It's like the game recognised it. It's like, oh, you're 2 goals down. Yeah, right, you can score now. Oh, but when you need an equaliser... No. Now that you need an equaliser, you're playing a combination of Manchester United's 2007 to 2009 team and Barcelona's team from the same years. Like, see what I mean? I can't even get the ball away from my fucking box. I mean, I blame Bradley, but to be honest with you, I don't feel much of a change. Oh, fucking hell! Oh, look at this now. Here we go. They're in again. And this passing backwards, Lark. They do it all the time and it just opens us up so much. And Ramsdale has to make another fucking save. What, like, I feel like it doesn't matter what subs I make. To be honest with you, like, honestly, St. Maximin's coming off. Cullen can come on. Santos can go on the left. Like, I'm not even excited about seeing what fucking Champions... I'm half dreading seeing the fucking Champions League now. If this is what we're going to be playing like. Not one player sprinted to get to that ball. Not one. And they're going to keep that in, nearly. Alright, come on, Jesus Christ. Malacia. I mean... I give up, like, I actually give up. I'm trying so hard not to fuck the remote over at the telly. CDMs. It's not just the CDMs. It's just everyone just feels shit. My centre backs, the full backs don't fucking do anything. What is going on? What the fuck is going on? 2 home games to Leeds and fucking Southampton, and we've conceded 4 in both. An absolute fucking joke. Oh my fucking god, like... We're fucked, lads. We're fucked for this season. They're going to score again. They're in again here. I'm nearly hoping that Champions League glitch fucks us over now, because if you don't fucking... How is that not a red? Unfucking believable. Hodgson. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just end this fucking game. Just end it. For fuck's sake. Where does that leave us in the table? 12th. This is... Oh my god, this is embarrassing. How do we go from beating fucking Chelsea 3-1 at Stamford Bridge to have that sandwiched between 4-2 and 4-3? Oh my god. I nearly fucking would sell Van de Beek at this stage. He's been so shit. But not to Liverpool. Like, all the excitement of the Champions League has just been sucked out of me now. We've worked so hard to get here. So hard to get here. Well, I don't know if you saw that there in the... Here, we can sell Oliveira because he's not going to be doing much. In the news column there, it says we've been handed a straightforward Champions League group, but bloody hell, we wouldn't know what the word straightforward meant if it slapped us right across the face. Oh, I'm so deflated right now. I'm actually so pissed off. Right, fuck it, let's just see what the Champions League group is. Let's just see. UEFA Champions League. Napoli, Benfica and Dynamo Kiev. That is an interesting group. Napoli, I feel like they're going to cause us some problems. Benfica could as well. And I don't know about Kiev. Also, for this starting 11, Kutcha can go fuck himself. Aberg is the only one who's actually coming in done well. So he's staying in the starting 11 now. And everyone else has to stay the same. But honestly, lads, the life has just been sucked out of me at the moment. Who's the first Champions League game against? Napoli. Fucking hell. Oh, my life. I cannot fucking believe this. I've got Wimbledon in the League Cup. My former Road to Glory team. But it's Brighton away. Well, our away form has been better than the home form. Oh, we've got a monthly scouting report, but that's only because they want us to sign a player in each position, I think it is. So we'll just do that just to achieve the objective. We'll just sign everyone. Transfer from Meyer. Oh, okay, it's too late now. Brighton. I'm going to give this a quick sim. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lads. I'm really worried about this season. 3 defeats from 4 games. That is relegation form. Oh my god, that is ridiculously bad. And like, the first Champions League game coming up, and I can't even get excited for it because we've been that poor. We're that poor that I'm not even excited about this Champions League game. I'm actually dreading it. Are we home or away? I don't even know. We're home. And bloody hell, the form has been terrible. I have to do a press conference because I'd say the morale has completely shot down.
Okay, welcome everyone. We'll be starting with questions now. Yeah.
Can your boys reach the Champions League final? They couldn't reach the fucking final of Love Island at the fucking moment. That was a really bad comparison. We won't underestimate them. Leeds and Southampton both scoring 4 against us. What's that about, like? What the fuck is that about? Right. Couple of players who are missing a little bit of energy, but nothing major. Santos coming in for St. Maximin because he's been useless. I'll keep Aberg in. Tyrrell's obviously staying in. Half tempted to give fucking Sanchez his debut, but I won't. Well, here we go. It's the first Champions League game of this career mode. I wish I was a lot more excited coming into this, but we've had such a shit start to the season that all the excitement has just been taken out of me. Absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe how bad we've been. It's actually embarrassing. It's embarrassing how bad we've been. But we have to get off to a good start. The only thing I can think of is, look, when we were playing bad in the Premier League in our first season, we ended up doing really well to start in the Europa League, which was the first time we were ever in Europe. Where's my my water bottle, which I threw away in anger? It's on the floor. What time is it now? 10 to 10. Fucking hell, like. This game never fails to amaze me how shit it can be. Ruben Neves leading out Napoli, that has me nervous. And of course, we're not just coming into the Champions League as Premier League winners, but also as Conference League winners. I know you can't hear the Champions League music. That's down to the fucking rights. I don't want this video to get taken down. But here we go. Champions League football does come to Clyne Road. Unfortunately, it doesn't come to us in the best of form. Especially our home form, which has been atrocious. But let's see what happens here. Maybe we're just a better cup team this season. Let's just say I'm glad the board objective is not to win the league, because I really don't feel like we'll be doing that now. Did you see what just happened there? Did you actually just see that? He literally... I don't even want to talk about it. Don't even want to talk about it. Tyrrell. Just runs right into him again. We've got Osman up front, Buendia on the right, Kubo is there, Neves, as we know. This is not going to be an easy game, and this is not the team you want to be playing with the form we're in right now. Maybe I should have been a bit more ruthless in the transfer window. Maybe I should have just gone out and signed a lot of 90 rated players, but obviously we didn't do that. Aberg, what a finish! Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen. I tell you what, he's not the highest rated player, but Jesus Christ, he's got talent, lad. What a hit! Our first ever Champions League goal. Jorn Aberg. What a hit. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better, but I've learned not to get too excited today. And this isn't the last game either. I will be playing that bloody Wolves game. Because we need to fucking pick up momentum in the Premier League. We need to get another win. I thought Hodgson was injured there for a second. But Aberg seems like he's going to be starting in front with Tyrrell this season. Here is Dylan Tyrrell and his Champions League debut. Good save by Lopez. Soler, Donny van de Beek, Santos, Soler again, Aberg on the turn. Oh, so close. He was close, and also I did check, Messi and Ronaldo still aren't retiring, so we may not even get to use their regens, but look, it is what it is. At least we had a look. Ah, good tackle. It's John Stones at Napoli now. I thought Hodgson was about to run that right out of play. Aberg! Oh, I thought that went in. He's not exactly built like Zlatan. He's quite lean. He's tall, but not as tall as Ibrahimovic, but tell you what, doesn't play too differently from him. Ball is cleared away. Donny van de Beek. Oh, looking for Santos, but couldn't find him. Oh, it's Dylan Tyrrell. Dylan Tyrrell on his Champions League debut. It's the post! Ah! Hey, I tell you what though, Dylan Tyrrell in the Champions League just looks right, doesn't it? It just looks right. And we look good in the Champions League, but it's the Premier League where we're just bloody struggling at the moment. Hodgson. Tyrrell. Aberg, speaking of people who look good under the Champions League lights. He's been the best player today. Oh, he should have went down. He would have got a penalty. Why did he stay up? He's too honest. Good block. There's Diego. Aberg was already looking a bit tired, which is annoying. But that's a great through ball to Tyrrell for some reason. Just went really fucking slow there. Why did he turn so slow? That's so annoying. Tyrrell with the shot. Felt like he was going to get closed down, so had a go. Wins the corner. Well, this is definitely the game we've played the best in so far. I think we've even played better in this than we did against Chelsea in the first half. Ponce! Oh. I feel like he wins a lot of headers, Ponce, but he never gets them on target. It was an okay attempt, but beat the post. They're playing Kubo as a centre midfielder. That's interesting. I know you can play Cam, but centre mid. Interesting. Oh, here he is, lining up a shot. That's a save by Ramsdale. So we're 1-0 up here in our very first Champions League game. Aberg with the only goal of the game. It was a very good goal too. At least we're doing well in one competition. And yes, I am trying to make these episodes as long as I can, because obviously this is the last episode of the week, so I do want to get a good few games in there. And oh my god, we just ran right into a fucking Napoli player. And I do want to like finish the series before the next FIFA comes out, which I know we still have a little bit of time, but with what we want to achieve and with how tough I think this season's going to be, I do want to speed it on up a little bit, but speed it up in a way where I'm still taking it seriously, not in a way where I'm like taking the piss. Oh fucking hell. That's been the fucking story of today, is just running right into the opposition players. But at least we won it back that time. Oh my god. The animations, they need to fix them. Because Tyrrell fell like 5 seconds after he was touched. And he was still falling, like it's ridiculous. Osman. Goal kick. How's Aberg doing? He's a bit tired, and I do want to play him against Wolves. It's Goddard who I'm going to bring on. He was brilliant in the Conference League last season. I need to change him to a centre forward, actually. So I think he deserves an appearance in the Champions League. It's the only change I'll make now, just because Aberg is a bit tired. And I do want to start him against Wolves. So he has his goal. He's done himself proud. What time is it now? 10 o'clock. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the time just because it's just something I need to do in a minute. But I can do it tomorrow as well, actually. It's not too much of a big deal. Goddard, nobody up in support with him. Victor Goddard does get a goal in the Champions League. He's only just come on. Maybe it's something about the right forward. They just seem to be getting all the goals. 2-0. Well, this is more like it. Maybe we're just more of a cup team this year. Oh my god, lads, the frustration. I haven't felt frustration like this since the first episode of Season 2. But Goddard, who was so clinical in the Conference League, did a bit in the Europa League as well the year before, now scores in the Champions League. And we're 2-0 up here against Napoli. Timber. It's a yellow card. He definitely feels quicker than Bradley, Timber, but it was hard to kind of talk about it in those games because of how shit they went. Look at how that fell for Napoli, like. I know they didn't score, but like, honest to God, it's so ridiculous. Here's Goddard again. That's not who I was aiming for. That ball was for Tyrrell. Why did it go to Donny? It's not even close to where I was aiming it, like. I think another centre-back of mine is going to be on a yellow. No, but it is a free kick. Insigne will take it. Soler is going to have to go on the line. He steps over it. Insigne. Ramsdale catches it. We look to break here again with Malacia. Ah, come on, like. Malacia, good tackle. Jeez, I thought that was going to be a Napoli player there for a second. It was Tyrrell. Donny van de Beek. Tyrrell, he'll want to score in the Champions League. Here he is. He's going to run. Oh, that's a fucking foul, referee. That's going to be a card. I'd say it'll only be a yellow. It is only a yellow card for Lisandro Martinez, who has just signed for United in real life. Didn't even realise he was playing. But Tyrrell will line up this free kick here on his Champions League debut. Aiming right for that top corner. Oh! What a goal! What a goal and what a way to introduce yourself on the Champions League stage. Well, maybe this is our competition this season. Forget the Premier League, it's all about the Champions League. Dylan Tyrrell with a beautiful free kick. What a free kick indeed, JJ. That's more like it. Oh, Perler. Keeper got absolutely nowhere near it. So we can beat Napoli, but we can't beat Southampton and fucking Leeds, apparently. FIFA. What a stupid game. What a stupid fucking game. Right, Timber is knackered, so Mingueta's going to come on. Donny is also really tired. I'll bring on Colin. Mingueta, who is also very good in the Conference League. Oh, I needed a game like this. I couldn't leave it with those games. And we lost to Brighton as well. Brighton I can somewhat deal with. But like the other games were just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But Tyrrell gets a goal in his Champions League debut. All the attackers today have been fantastic. Aberg, Goddard and Tyrrell. You love to see it. Definitely been our best performance of the episode so far. I might even play the Wimbledon game just because I want to kind of play the second team, and it's a throwback. Wimbledon, it might mean nothing to anybody else watching this, but because I did a career mode with them nearly 10 years ago, it'll be 10 years next year. And I don't get to play against them that often. God, it's going to be such a beautiful moment. Here's Dylan Tyrrell. And he gets a goal from open play as well in the Champions League. 4-0. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Where was this? Where was this against Leeds? Where was this against Southampton? Where was this against Brighton? We had a bit of it against Chelsea. But we have to go on a ridiculous winning streak now in the league. We've already lost 3 games. 3 of the opening 4. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I can't believe it. And like our team, yeah, there's areas we can improve. And there's areas we have improved. But bloody hell, we shouldn't have had that bad of a start. It's ridiculous. Colin. Tyrrell. Goddard. Oh, nearly turned, and Tyrrell would have been in there for the hat-trick. Napoli get a free kick. Ngueta intercepts. Soler can go back to Ramsdale. Oh, we're just so much more fluid in this game. And the Champions League just, yeah. Now I can get excited about the Champions League. Oh, I think God, I would have been offside anyway. Oh, don't concede. Don't concede. Good save. Oh, fuck off. Like, see, and this is the problem. Like, they don't deserve that. Just can't keep a clean sheet. Well, that's fucking... Like, it was a perfect performance. Oh, that's annoying. Fuck's sake. It's virtually the last kick of the game. Well, look, it's a very comprehensive win in the Champions League. Napoli get a consolation, which they didn't fucking deserve. Defensively, we're just so shaky at the moment. But look, who cares? It's a win. It's a big win. It's a win we badly needed. Just for the morale of the squad. And hopefully now we can move on and win a game in the Premier League. I have a can of Monster in the fridge, lads. I'm going to have to go get it. We're 16th. 16th. And Timber is suspended for the next Champions League game. How do suspensions carry over from the season before? It makes no sense. And the only positive I can see here is that Wolves haven't had the best start either. They're in 13th. We're just going to go with that team. I will bring St. Maximin back in. That's the team we're going to go with. Let's just get into it. Right, I'm just going to quickly run and get a can of Monster. 2 seconds. I was talking into the mic and I just realised it was muted. But it's time to get going now. Oh, Jude Lyons. Oh, I keep fucking forgetting that he plays for Wolves now. Obviously a Tyrrell United original who has scored against us. And he has scored, still to this day, the best goal of this career mode. I know the free kick Dylan Tyrrell scored was very good. Aber got a very good goal in that Champions League game as well. But that overhead kick from Lyons against Sheffield in Season 1 was just a thing of beauty. But here we go. We've had an absolutely piss poor start to our season in the league. We've lost both home games. We've lost 3 of our opening 4 games. Not exactly the sign of defending champions. But there's plenty of time to turn it around. I'm a lot more quiet for this game. I probably will be a lot more quiet because I just feel like I need to focus. Like already Wolves feel better than Napoli did. Like what the fuck was that? The Premier League this season, everyone is just on fucking steroids. That's why it's so important to have a good keeper like Ramsdale. That's a good ball. Dylan Tyrrell. 1-0. Okay. Not even going to get too excited. Not even going to get too excited. It's a good start. That's all it is. But we do take the lead. Great ball by Soler. Into Tyrrell. 1-0 up. We've been here before. It's a good start, but it's nothing more than that. Seven goals in 5 games for Tyrrell, though. Well, at least his form hasn't dipped. I'm doing a Jose Mourinho on it. I'm just, yeah, we're 1-0 up, but like, there's still a long way to go. Can't get excited. Ramsdale gets there, good man. Oh, Soler. Brilliant. It's Tyrrell. Soler. Danny. St. Maximin. Danny van de Beek. Blocked. My God, as well. I was looking at I need to talk about something else to try and, you know, lighten the mood here, because I feel like I've done nothing but get angry in this episode. I do apologise. It's been very frustrating. But I was looking at the price of PS5s, and Jesus Christ, they are so expensive. The cheapest one I could find was 500, but they were out of stock. But I am hoping to get one next month. Hopefully those ones will be back in stock by then. Fingers crossed. There's Aberg. Have a go, lad. What a goal by Aberg! Jesus Christ, he can shoot from distance, can he? Fucking hell! That was a beauty! He honestly, he just feels so much better than Kutcha. Goddard is great. With the form this man's in, I just feel like I have to play. He just feels... He always feels like he's going to score. He scored a beauty against Napoli. He's got a beauty here against Wolves. 2-0. He has a rocket underneath him just like Zlatan. Yeah. I see, it's annoying because I keep wanting to say it just like his dad, but it's not his dad, it's just the original player, but you know what I mean. His FIFA dad. I'll say it just like his old man, because that kind of makes sense. Oh, brilliant by Hodgson. Well, I'm a lot more relaxed now, I will say that. PS5 prices are all over the place and it's ridiculous. Yeah, man, fucking... I nearly called you Aberg, JJ. But, oh man, it's crazy, like. I mean, 500, I can kind of understand that. But I mean, I some of them are like 700, 800. It's ridiculous, like. It is ridiculous. And I get it, like, they're hard to get. But, oh. And it's 3-0. Why do we only start doing this now? It's like we got that little taste of Champions League football and we're like, yeah, we fucking like this. We don't want to risk not being in this competition next season. And now we're 3-0 up. And yes, fair enough, it's against Wolves, who've also been struggling. But I don't care. But yeah, the PS5 prices are very high. But you see, my brother and sister are also anxious for me to get a PS5 because I've told them that as soon as I get one, the PS4 is theirs. Aberg. He's in again. Oh, good save. Soler. Ah. Jeez, set Maximin and flying in there. Oh, unlucky. Oh, brilliant. Aberg, he's in. He can only score from distance, apparently. Lads, Timber, I'll be honest. He was a bit of a panic buy. I probably should have looked at better centre-backs. He's giving away fouls like there's no tomorrow. Wolves get a corner here. Asensio's going to take it. He was linked with United recently, actually, Asensio. Ramsdale with the save. Oh, it's half-time. I thought it was going to be another corner. We are 3-0 up. We're playing a hell of a lot better. We bloody need a clean sheet as well. That's another thing we badly need. Frustration, lads. We're finding out why his name is Timber. Yeah. But it's just Bradley. I mean, Bradley was someone I had to let go of. He was just too slow, but I think next summer again we'll probably be bringing in another centre-back. Fuck it. At least it means we can go for someone like ridiculously rated and we can use Timber as part of the deal. So it's not the end of the world. Kutcha, I'll be honest, lads, I think he's on the way out. He hasn't felt good since last season. He really hasn't. I'll keep him for this year. Well, for this part of the season, but in January I might assess my options. But we'll wait and see. I won't make any decision off it right now, but I don't think he'll be here next season, to be honest. Dylan Tyrrell. Hat-trick. Simple as that. 4-0. Okay. Maybe it was just a bad patch. Maybe it was just a bad period of time at our club. We've gone from conceding 4 in both our opening home games to scoring 4 in the third. Third time is the charm, as they say. And speaking of third time being the charm, Dylan Tyrrell with a hat-trick. Well, I did say I wanted it to be a battle this season, and the start of this season has shown that it will be. And yes, Season 5 will probably break out a bit more, but that's why this season is so intriguing, because nothing is guaranteed. I'm really in the football fever at the moment with the Premier League coming back. I'm actually so excited. Tyrrell's in again. And he scored again. He's now got 10 goals already this season in the league. He's got 4 today. We're 5-0 up. How did we have such a bad start? How did we have such a bad start? And then we just end up battering Napoli. And now we're battering Wolves, who don't have a bad team either. Despite not having the best of starts to the season. It just makes no sense. This game is so stupid. It is such a stupid game. 10 goals in 5 games from Dylan Tyrrell. 4 of them coming today. So his form has stayed the same. Like, it's just... What's going on? What in the name of God is going on? Is Malacia. Well, if that's not a red card, he came right in from behind. The referees are so soft today. Fabio Carvalho came right in from behind there. Completely took his man out. And apparently that's not a red card. No attempt to play the ball. He's coming off now. He's lost his head. Hodgson's lining this one up. But again, Dylan Tyrrell, his free kick accuracy has gone up since the last one. It's a bit far out, but fuck it. Let's have a go. Why not? Oh my... No fucking way did that just happen. I am speechless. Jude Lyons, your goal against Sheffield may have just been topped. Dylan Tyrrell has scored 5. We have 6. And that... I have no words to describe what that was. That was simply stunning. Aberg, he can hit them. Oh, I tell you what. Wasn't the worst hit in the world. I'm going to take him off now because I do want to play him in the League Cup as well. Because he's a young player, so I want to give him as many games as I can. I'll bring on Kutcha just because I don't want him to get too unhappy. At least we're 6 still up now, so if he fucks up, it doesn't really matter. What a bloody free kick that was. That was Ronaldo-esque against Arsenal all those years ago. That's a very good comparison. Oh, that Champions League semi-final. I know we didn't win the Champions League that year, but bloody hell. The 08-09 season is a season I remember at the time, as United fans, we were so disappointed because we lost the Champions League final. But looking back on it through 2022 eyes, it was a very good season. We won the league, runners-up in the Champions League, FA Cup semi-finalists, League Cup winners, Club World Cup winners. If you want to count the Community Shield, you can count that as well. Good save by Ramsdale. Like, yeah, it was disappointing not to win the Champions League having won it the year before, along with the league title, but it was still a very good season. And the team we had, I mean, the front four of... Wait, here is Kutcha. Hey, Kutcha did get a goal. He's not completely finished yet. 7-0. This is how you make a statement. Well, this is giving me something to think about now. After a piss-poor start to the season. An absolute piss-poor start to the season. We seem to have finally found our form. But yeah, that was that ended up being... It's a season we look back on now and go, fucking hell. We thought that was a disappointing season, despite winning 4 trophies, just because we didn't win the Champions League final. And now here we are, praying that we come 4th. Oh, how times change, eh? Here's Diego. I'll tell you what, it was a good ball in, but nobody went for it. And Malacia. Soler. Who can't hit them. Right into a Wolves player, though. Well, this will significantly help our goal difference as well. That's another reason I'm really happy. Because we've conceded so many goals to start the season. Thought that was going to be a goal there. Oh, we still have subs to make. Yeah, Donny's knackered. I suppose we could take him off for Cullen. And Bell is a little bit... He's only content, so we'll bring him on for the last couple of minutes. He will start in the League Cup, though, so not to worry. Not to worry, Oscar. I think because we would have been the first team to defend the Champions League, but I was happy with the season. I was younger with no high expectations. Yeah, that's another element to it as well. At that time, yeah, we would have been the first team. Well, you see, that's a weird stat because we would have been the first team to retain the European Cup in the Champions League era. But I mean, the European Cup and the Champions League are the same competition, just with a different name. It's not like the Premier League and Division 1, which are two separate entities. Like, the Premier League was a new division founded in 1992. But it still would have been cool. It really would have been cool, and it's a shame it didn't happen, but look. Oh, bollocks. We get the free kick. And Jude Lyons has been sent off! Oh! It just goes from bad to worse for Wolves. The former Tyrrell United player, a cult hero, gets a straight red card. Oh, poor Jude. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. I used to love that song, but then Man City started using it, and I feel like I can't enjoy it anymore. But what a win! 7-0. That is how you respond. Number 7, Dylan Tyrrell. 5 goals from 5 attempts. Well, his form never let up this season, but he's taken it to an absolute another level today. Joins an elite group of players to score 5 goals in one Premier League game. Andy Cole, Alan Shearer, Sergio Aguero, Dimitar Berbatov, Jermaine Defoe, and now Dylan Tyrrell. Well, that's more fucking like it. This was a turn-up from the books. 11 goals in the past 2 games and a clean sheet. Oh, man. And we needed a clean sheet in the Premier League. Look, whatever about conceding one in the Champions League, at least that was the first game. But we badly needed a clean sheet in the Premier League. Where does that leave us now position-wise? We're up to 12th, okay, after 5 games. We've scored 16 and conceded 11. So we've scored the most, one more than Man City. And we've conceded the second most, but only Bournemouth have conceded more. But Palace, Wolves, Leeds have all conceded the same amount. So, listen, our fortunes are beginning to turn. That's the last Premier League game I'm going to play today. Talbot's been sold, the backup keeper, thank God. We are going to play this game against Wimbledon, though, to end off the episode, because Wimbledon, they're the team I did my first ever proper road to glory with. It's time to give them a game. Kutcha wants to play. I'll say I'll think about it. Southampton in 4th. Jesus Christ. Look, I suppose it's still early days. It's still early days, but like, my God, that's not the start you would have expected from us. So, Kutcha wants to play. This is going to be interesting, because I do want to start Aberg again. I want to start Goddard. And Ziegler is someone who badly needs a game too. Sanchez will be making his debut in goal. DeLuca wanted to play. We will play him. What do I do here? Ziegler's the one who's going to have to be sacrificed, unfortunately. I do want to play Goddard. And Kutcha, just can't be bothered listening to him give out. And he did score against Wolves, so I do want to give him a game. I will bring on Ziegler at some stage, though, because I do want to give him a game. But here we go, against AFC Wimbledon, a team who I have such fond memories of. Ramsdale, actually, if he was playing, would be playing against one of his former clubs. He did spend time on loan at Wimbledon. So that's a bit of history for you, but let's see how we get on. We won't play many League Cup games, but I want to play against Wimbledon. I really do. But this went from being a terrible episode to being an okay episode. I think that's our biggest ever win, 7-0. I don't think we've ever won a game by that margin. What a penalty that was. In this career mode yet. But the League Cup, we've already won this competition once, but I wouldn't mind winning it again. Against AFC Wimbledon. Robert Sanchez in goal, playing his first game for the club. Right, let's get into it. This is honestly the nostalgia I'm feeling right now. If you'd have told me 9 years ago, Dylan, you'll be streaming a YouTube career mode with a created club called Tyrrell United, and you'll be playing against Wimbledon, a club that managed to get into your heart, I wouldn't have believed it. I would not have believed it, but yet here we are. Life can be cool sometimes. It really can. That's one thing you always got to remember, lads. Life will have its down moments, but it'll also have its great moments. It's a lesson I've had to learn an awful lot, even now. That got very deep out of nowhere, didn't it? Here we go, Sanchez, his first touch of the ball as a Tyrrell United player. Look how fucking big he is, Sanchez. I'm really happy we signed him. I just feel a lot more confident with him as a backup. I always like to have a good backup goalkeeper. I think a lot of people underestimate their backup keepers in their career modes, but I always like to have a solid one. I always like to have a backup keeper that I would trust as the number one if anything happened to my main keeper. Here's Josh Cullen. Save. Luca, who haven't actually played as much as I would have liked. He is a backup centre-back. The fact I played Mingueza over him against Chelsea when we didn't want to play Bradley, I think says a lot. But it's not because he's not good, not because he can't be good enough. It's just I know Mingueza can do a job there. And Chelsea are not a team I exactly wanted to take any chances against, especially after such a bad game before it. There's Aberg, who can hit them from distance. Oof. Hit it right at Broom. That's a hell of a ball to Kutcha. Broom is having a very good game for Wimbledon. There's Magellan. Kutcha. Is that going to be a foul? It is. Kutcha. Oh, look. Any predictions for some of the games in the first weekend of the Premier League? Yes, JJ, I do have some predictions, but you know what? The first weekend of the Premier League is so hard to predict. It's so hard to predict. But, just a second. Kutcha from distance. So tomorrow is Palace and Arsenal. I'm not just saying this to piss off Arsenal fans. I'm actually going to predict Crystal Palace win 2-1. I just feel like there might be a twist in the tail. Liverpool, who are Liverpool playing again? If you can shout out some of the fixtures for me, I'll be able to give them some of my predictions. Because for some reason, off the top of my head, I can't remember who everyone's playing. I know we're playing Brighton, I will get there, but I'll nearly go through them one by one. I can get the fixtures up in a second, but let me just finish this. Wimbledon have done well to keep us out for now. It's nice to be able to use the second team, though, in a game against a lower league team. That's a great ball out by Sanchez. There's Cullen. Now Goddard. See Santos out wide. Oh, probably played it a bit too heavily. Oh, Cullen, that's a good ball. Magellan. Oof, good save. Right, so here we go. I got the fixtures. Oh, Fulham versus Liverpool. Well, Liverpool are going to win that. I've no doubt in my mind. I'm going to say 3-0 Liverpool. Newcastle and Nottingham Forest is a game I'm actually quite interested in, because Newcastle obviously are on the up, and Nottingham I actually think might have a pretty good season this time round. So let me just whip in this corner. Sorry, did everyone else just see that? The chat. Oh, off the line. Never mind, it might have just been me. Aberg. Everton and Chelsea. I'm going to predict a draw for Everton and Chelsea. Man City, I think, are playing Leicester, aren't they? Hang on, John, I'm just going to get up the fixtures. Give me a second. So, I've already done Palace and Arsenal. So, let's go Saturday. Oh, fuck off. Saturday. So, I think Bournemouth and Villa. I'm going to go Villa to win that. Leeds and Wolves. I'm going to pick Leeds. I think Leeds might actually get a good result there. Spurs will beat Southampton. Newcastle and Nottingham. I'm going to say a draw. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. Chelsea and Everton, I think, might end in a draw. Then on the Sunday... Oh, sorry, City and West Ham. I keep saying Leicester for some reason. City and West Ham. I'm going to say West Ham will actually sneak a 1-0 result. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like Man City. I don't like Liverpool, but I think Liverpool will win. I think West Ham actually might sneak a 1-0 result against Man City. Leicester and Brentford... I don't know, Leicester to win that one, maybe 2-0. And United and Brighton. My prediction for United and Brighton, I think United will win 2-1. I think it's going to be one of those games where we'll find it difficult in certain times. I think there'll be a lot of periods of the game where Brighton will probably control it. But I think we'll just have that little bit of extra quality which might get us over the line. So I'm not expecting us to dominate the game, but I'm still going to predict a win. Josh Cullen. Hey, we do score right at the end of the half against Wimbledon. Beautiful goal from Josh Cullen. Well, it has been coming. Didn't think it would take us this long to score, but there you go. Lovely finish. Magellan with the ball. Cullen smacks it home. Tyrrell United 1, Wimbledon 0. And that is half time. Oh, my neck. And here we go. Second half kicks off. Wimbledon have made a change. So those are my predictions. What's everyone else's predictions? I'm interested to hear everyone else's as well. And what should be a fascinating season, as it always is. Let's just say I hope United have a better start than Tyrrell United have had in this career mode. Our next game is against Everton. That should be interesting. There's Bell. Cullen. Oh, Aberg's in. Aberg, good turn. Aberg, good save. Jesus Christ, this Wimbledon goalkeeper's been doing really well. Magellan, another good save. Bell comes in. Magellan, oh. United has to play again, so we're playing Brighton this weekend. Brighton at home, Brentford away, and then Liverpool at home, which is going to be a very fucking interesting game because... The fuck happened there? What the fuck? Well, Wimbledon have just got a corner from our throw-in. But that Liverpool game is going to be very telling because Liverpool sometimes, at the start of the season, they always seem to draw a game within the first three. And then we seem to... Oh, bollocks. Bollocks! Oh, Wimbledon have equalised! Oh, can you believe it? My former Road to Glory team have come back to haunt us. It's 1-1. Well, that makes things interesting. I like Brighton, not the greatest quality, but entertaining. Brighton are a good team. We have their goalkeeper in goal here, and he's not been able to keep them out. Well, they've done well to keep us out for a long time, Wimbledon. The fact this is 1-1 is crazy. Oh my god. Right. I have to make this change. It was written in the stars. Dylan Tyrrell will be coming on against his former Road to Glory team. Kutcha, he's not really done much today. Tyrrell comes on. What a moment this is. What a moment this is. I never thought I'd be doing this. This is crazy. Kutcha, he's just... Even today, he's just not felt great against the fucking League One team. But as I was saying, Liverpool always seem to have a weird start to the season, and we seem to have... You can never predict how United are going to start the season. We had a brilliant start to last season, and it ended up terrible. So, like, that game against Liverpool is going to be very interesting. Oh, Wimbledon are down to 10 men. Marsh has been sent off. So let's see your predictions. Palace Arsenal 2-2. Fulham and Liverpool 3-3. Interesting. Bournemouth and Villa 2-1 Villa. Leeds and Wolves 3-2 Leeds. Forest and Newcastle 1-0 Newcastle. Spurs and Southampton 3-0 Spurs. Chelsea 6-1 against Everton. Leicester and Brentford 2-2. United 3-1 against Brighton. And 4-2 City and West Ham. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, quick. Tyrrell scores against Wimbledon. He had to. He just had to. He's not going to celebrate. It's against one of my former career mode teams. I won't celebrate scoring as Dylan Tyrrell. But we do go in front. Played it clever. Oh, it's a beautiful hit. They've kept us out for a long time. What a moment. This is crazy. My whole FIFA life cycle, all the way back to FIFA 13, has just come flashing back. Wow. Unbelievable. I'm going to bring on Ziegler because I know he wants a bit of game time. Might leave Goddard on. Yeah, because Santos plays a bit more than Goddard does, and he's a bit more tired as well. So, 3-star weak foot, 4-star. Yeah, Goddard can go on the left. Ziegler on the right. West Ham and City, probably the best match. I think, yeah, that'll probably be one of the closer games. And I think that it's two good teams. Listen, West Ham, I think outside the top six, West Ham are probably the best team to watch. And Man City are Man City. So... yeah, that should be a good game. For some reason, I feel like Everton's problems will not go away despite surviving relegation. Yeah, Everton have had a very poor transfer window. I don't think they'll go down this season, but I don't think Everton are going to do much better. And it's a shame because I like Everton. I really do. I think as a United fan, we have a bit of a soft spot. Not too much of a soft spot for Everton, but a bit of a soft spot. Because obviously we both don't like Liverpool. Here's Tyrrell. Top scorer predictions. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, just a second. Aberg. Can he score today? Yes, he can. He will celebrate. He's got no affinity to Wimbledon. My predictions for the Golden Boot. Salah will still be up there. Harry Kane will still be up there. I think Son will probably still be up there. Haaland is going to be interesting. It will be interesting to see how Haaland adapts in the Premier League, but I do think he'll be a contender for it. I'd love to say Ronaldo. I would love to say Ronaldo, but I just don't really know what the story is going to be with Cristiano Ronaldo this season. I don't want to say I'm worried with Ronaldo, but I'm just a bit kind of like, I don't know how to feel about Cristiano Ronaldo right now. As not Ronaldo as a player. I love Ronaldo, but like I don't know how to feel about the situation. I think I'll be able to say more after Sunday, but we'll see. But if I had to pick a player for the Golden Boot, I'm going to say it's going to be a boring choice. I'll just go Harry Kane. I feel like Kane's going to have a really good season because last season he eventually kind of turned it on, but it wasn't his best campaign. I think this year he'll make up for it, so I'll go with Harry Kane. That was a terrible effort. If Son has a fantastic first half, I see United going for him in January. I would not be against signing Heung-min Son at all. I think he's a brilliant player. I think a player who was overlooked for a very long time. I would love to sign him, but I can't see it happening, unfortunately. But then again, stranger things have happened. I might make one more change. Who will I bring on? I think I'll bring on St. Maximin. Aber can get a rest. He has his goal now. Goddard can go as the right forward, and St. Maximin can come on and play on the left. I think Spurs are going to have a good season. I know people like to take the piss out of Spurs, and, you know, Spurs do have a habit of bottling things, but I think this season Spurs will actually have a solid season. I'm not saying they'll win the league or anything, or the Champions League, but I reckon Spurs actually will be okay. I think they'll come third. And I've actually, spoiler for one of my predictions in a TikTok video I'm about to make, I think Spurs actually might win the FA Cup. I think Spurs are long overdue a trophy, and I've got a feeling they're going to do that. Oh my god, Wimbledon have scored again! Well, Wimbledon have made this a game. They've made this a battle. And the only reason I'm not getting as frustrated is because it's the League Cup. Son, underrated. No clue why he is kind of ignored by everyone. I think a lot of it's down to the fact, and this is going to sound terrible, I think a lot of it's down to the fact that he's not like, he doesn't play for one of like the major nations. Like, he plays for South Korea, who have developed some very good players, but those nations' players tend to get overlooked an awful lot. I think if Son was not even English, if Son was like Spanish, people would rave about him a lot more. But I do think it comes down to that. There's something about players from certain places that just don't get the credit. I see Spurs winning just because of the manager. Yeah. South Korea, the best Korea. At least you can fucking live a bit there. I'd love to go to South Korea. Oh, Goddard. Brilliant. Oh, this Broom fella for Wimbledon has had a very good game. They've given us a battle, despite going down to 10 men. They've really given us a battle today, Wimbledon. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. But Goddard is still in, and he scores. And that is that. We do knock Wimbledon out of the League Cup. Well, I'm proud of them. They've given us a right go of it, AFC Wimbledon. They made me bring on my best player to try and win the game in Dylan Tyrrell. So they can at least go home with that. Broom, the keeper, he's had a brilliant performance. I doubt he's that high rated. I'll have to have a look at him. Top 6 predictions: Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, United and Arsenal. Is that in order? I'm very intrigued if that's in order. And there we go. we do go through to the next round of the League Cup. In order, JJ, that's a bold prediction, man. That is a fucking bold prediction. I would actually love if you were right, apart from fucking United coming 5th, because we'd miss out in Champions League. Well, if we won the Europa League, I'd get over it. Spurs winning the league. Jesus. I mean, I wouldn't complain. I've got time for Tottenham. My granddad was a huge Tottenham fan. But I don't think Chelsea will come second. I think Chelsea will struggle a bit this year, to be honest. I don't think Liverpool and City are going to go anywhere. United in 5th and Arsenal, yeah. I would be impressed if United get to the top 6 this year. Well, United will be in the top 6. It's about whether United will get into the top 4. We'll definitely... I don't want to say definitely, but I'm confident we'll be in the top 6. It's just about, can we break into the top 4? But look, I know we have the Europa League as well, which also gets us into the Champions League, but that won't be easy either, because the Europa League gets more and more competitive every year. And it's definitely a competition that's very underrated. I like the Europa. I don't want to be in the Europa League after this season. I want to be in the Champions League every year, but the Europa League is a competition that's it's actually quite good. Don't press yourself, DeLuca. Kutcha, great performance. That was fantastic. Right, what time is it? It's 10 to 11. We have Everton up next. Where are Everton on the table? 7th. Okay. How many points? I forgot we were playing there for a second. They're 2 points ahead of us. I see the current year as the rebuild year. You kind of write off the end result but focus on having a clear direction and style of play. Yeah, I don't think we'll finish outside the top 6 though, Rico. I mean, Newcastle I think might surprise a few this season. So like we'll have to keep an eye on them. West Ham will do well, but I think if they go deep into the Conference League, which I think they will, that might disrupt them a little bit. So I don't think we'll finish any lower than 6th. And I'm not saying 6th is a great season, but like, you know, I can't see us finishing any lower than 6th. But because I've said it now, we probably fucking will. Relegated teams, Everton, Palace and Southampton. Interesting. Southampton I do think will go down. I agree with you there. I think Everton will stay up, but I don't think they'll have a great season. I think they'll fight. They'll have to fight to stay up. Palace, I think Palace will stay up. I think Bournemouth will go down. Bournemouth, I think, are screwed this season. I think Fulham will stay up. I think Brentford will go down. I think, yeah, my 3 teams are Brentford, Bournemouth and Southampton to go down. I think the dark horse is Leeds this year. Yeah, Leeds are a funny team. I think if Bamford stays fit, Leeds could actually have a decent mid-table season. So that's going to be interesting. I think I'm going to play one more game, lads. I think I will. I can't end this episode being 12th. Everton is the next game. So we've had a very long episode. I think we went from our longest episode to our shortest episode to another long episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the toilet. We'll play this game against Everton and we'll leave it with the next Champions League game against Kiev. So give me 2 seconds. Oh, excuse me. And I'm back. Leeds sold 2 good players. Yeah, obviously Calvin Phillips has gone to Man City, which I think is a good signing for them. And obviously, what's his name, Rafinha, gone to Barcelona. But we were just talking about Everton there, weren't we? Well, Everton aren't having a bad season here. They're in 7th. They'd fucking take your left arm off for that. in real life. Hodgson's gone up to 90 rated, by the way. Ponce is now 87 rated. Tyrrell is 91 rated. We knew that. Aberg's gone up to 78. He's just so good, man. He's so bloody good. Yeah, I think we can go with this team. Against Everton at Goodison Park in the rain. Is there a bit of a kick clash? Not really. Fuck it. Let's wear the away jersey. It's definitely not my favourite version of the away jersey. The first one we had, we kept that for 2 seasons. I love that jersey. And then last year's one I thought was really nice as well. This year's one is definitely my least favourite of the away kits, but it's still nice. Oh my god, Dylan Turner has 99 finishing, 99 attacking position, and 98 shot power. And what do we start? I think we started Turner as like a 78 rated striker, so like, the fact that he's gotten to this rating is just fucking crazy. But I can't end this episode in the bottom half of the table. I just can't. I can't live with it. I thought my mic was muted there for a second, my heart. That has happened to me before. But here we are on Merseyside against Everton. Here we go. Everton kick off at Goodison Park. Well, we've definitely been in better form as of late. After a very poor start to the season. So, can we end this episode on a high? Let's bloody hope so. I thought he didn't give a foul for a second there. It's a yellow card from Gray. There's been some heavy tackles in this episode, hasn't there? Cup winner predictions. FA Cup, Newcastle, League Cup, City. Interesting. I actually had Newcastle for the League Cup, believe it or not. FA Cup, I'm going to stick with Spurs. I'll put United for the Europa League, but it's more out of hope than expectation. And I think... See you later, Rico. Thanks for joining the stream, pal. Tyrrell. Oh, good save. Oh, I couldn't get the rebound. Champions League. I have a feeling Man City are going to win the Champions League this season. I don't want to predict them to win it, so I'm predicting Real Madrid to win it again, just because I don't want to predict Man City or Liverpool to win it. But I really do think Man City will. I just have a feeling this will be the year they do it. I really hope not, but I just have that feeling. Is that going to be a corner? It is. Same reasons for United in Europa League, yeah. Conference League, I think Villarreal will win it. Because I think they'll take it a bit more seriously than West Ham will. Not that West Ham won't take it seriously. I just think in Spain, they take every single European competition very seriously. In England, there is still a little bit of an apathy towards the secondary European competitions, which for me doesn't make sense. Especially the Europa League, because of the Champions League place being on the line. And even if you're in the top 4, it's still a European trophy. You know what I mean? Like, it's still something that you should be striving to win if you're in it. PSG Champions League for me. Nah, I honestly, PSG, for me, they're just not a Champions League. I think they're proof that you can't buy the Champions League. I don't think they'll win it. I just think PSG are just a team that it just doesn't click for them in Europe. I'm not saying they'll never win it. I don't think they're going to win it anytime soon. I really don't. On paper, they should be completely fucking running through the Champions League, but I just can't see it. I can't see it happening. I don't think they have the grit to win the Champions League. They've got quality, but they just don't have that grit. Same reason as City, they can't buy the Champions League. But I think City have more grit than PSG do. City do spend a lot of money. But City have a proper team. PSG have a good team. They have a team that, like, it's with all due respect to the French league, it's no wonder they dominate that league as much as they do. I know there's the odd year where they don't win it. Oh, Donny nearly went down there. He probably would have got a penalty. Still has it. Donny, terrible. But Man City have a lot more grit about them and a lot more backbone than PSG do. I think if Man City played PSG in the final, Man City would win. I don't like admitting that, because I obviously don't like Man City, but I would back Man City any day of the week before PSG. It will be interesting to see how Messi gets on at PSG this season, because he didn't have a great year last year. He did a bit better towards the end, but he didn't exactly light up the world over there. So it will be interesting to see in his second season if he'll be a bit better there. But listen, regardless, it's Lionel Messi. Donny does get a goal against his old club, or his old lonely club at least, and we are 1-0 up. But like, it's funny, there's a guy I work with who is an Arsenal fan, and oh my god, he is the biggest fucking hypocrite in the world when it comes to football. Because obviously I love Ronaldo, and even when he was playing for Real Madrid I love Ronaldo. But obviously my love for Ronaldo began when he was playing for United, and obviously I was delighted when he came back. And he absolutely rips into me for that. But then he worships Messi to the point where he said, I'm not going to mention the country that he's from, because just in case he listens to this, but he said that if his country played a World Cup final against, it's not Ireland by the way, but if his country played a World Cup final against Argentina, he'd want Argentina to win it because of Messi. Which I think is ridiculous. And also, it's like, at least Ronaldo has played for my club and still, at this moment in time, does play for United. And he's one of the greatest players we've ever had, if not the greatest player. Messi has never played for Arsenal. I just don't get it. Like, listen, I'm not saying you can't love a player who doesn't play for your team. Of course you can. But I just think it's the way he criticises Ronaldo fans for loving Ronaldo, but then he literally puts Messi above his club and his country. Because he also said he'd rather see PSG win the Champions League than Arsenal. If, you know, I know Arsenal aren't in the Champions League, but he's saying if they were in the Champions League, he'd rather see PSG win it. Which I just think, oh fuck, oh, Everton nearly equalised. I just think that's ridiculous. It's just so stupid. Like, if you put a player before a club, I just don't get it. It's okay to love a player, but I can never ever reason with putting a player above your team. Let's get rid of it. Get into half time. Messi has ripped Arsenal a new Arsenal out over the years, and I said that as well. Like, Messi has destroyed Arsenal. He's made absolute shite of them. Like Ronaldo and Messi have both completely torn Arsenal apart on multiple occasions. But the guy I'm talking about as well, like, I mean, talk about... One of my pet peeves is people who just have really bad interpersonal skills. And this guy, oh my god, every single conversation comes back to how he feels. Not that you can't talk about how you feel about something, but it's like... You know what, I hate people who, like, will ask you a question and they'll let you kind of half answer it and then just cut across you and start talking about why your opinion is wrong and why they feel a certain way about things. It really fucking gets on my nerves. Really does. It's like, I'm saying this risking the fact that this person might hear me talk about it, but they asked to come on my podcast a few weeks ago, and I had to say no, because in a podcast... Go on, lad. Yes, 2-0, Carlos Soler. Both are midfielders on the score sheet. The captain gets his goal. The jersey's actually growing on me a small bit. I'm actually starting to like it now. Brilliant run by Diego. Soler in the middle. Lovely finish, and it's 2-0. But I had to say, like, when you're doing a podcast with someone, you have to have a conversation. You can't just, not let the other person talk. And I don't think this person would understand that. And I do think it's a bit of a culture clash. I do think it's like his culture is very... It's just... Because there's a few people from where he's from in the company. And they're not bad people, but it's just the way they talk to each other. It almost looks like they're having an argument, but they're not. It's just the way they're used to talking to people. It's just not the way we do it in Ireland or, the UK, Ireland/the UK. I know Ireland obviously isn't in the UK, but you know what I mean. The Irish and UK cultures have more similarities than other cultures would. Because then this fella as well, I remember one time he was there claiming that I hate British people, which, like, is the most stupid thing ever. It was because someone asked why Ireland wasn't in the UK, and oh bollocks, and I was saying about like the history of Ireland, how we're not in the UK, how we fought for our independence, and got 26 counties out of 32. Obviously 6 counties still do belong to the UK, but all I said was, the only reason it annoys me when people say Ireland is part of the UK is because it's factually incorrect. Ireland is not in the UK. Northern Ireland is, but the Republic of Ireland isn't. It's not because I don't like the UK. I love going over there. And I have a lot of friends from the UK. And, oh bollocks, Everton are in here again. Oh, I think they're going to score here. Oh, good block. But it's like saying... It's like if someone said Canada is part of the United States. Like, they're not. It doesn't... Like, and if a Canadian person denies that, it doesn't mean they hate the US. It's just factually incorrect. Aberg, can he score? Yes, he can. What a signing he's been. You like me. I love you, JJ. I love you, man. You're proof. You're proof that, like, I've no problem with the UK. I'm doing a fucking Premier League career mode. I love England. I love Wales. I love Scotland. I love Northern Ireland. And I love the Republic of Ireland. We can all get on. Doesn't matter where anybody's from. You don't choose where you're born. That's what I always say. Aberg makes it 3-0. We're really back now, aren't we? So I think we've learned the lesson for Season 5. Sim the first few Premier League games. And then get into the... the gritty part of the season. We'll bring on Santos. That's the only change I'll make now. If you asked Bret Hart about America, he was right. Oh, that was such a great gimmick, Bret Hart. A heel in America and a babyface everywhere else. I think that's really cool. Jordan Devlin had a pretty cool gimmick in OTT as well. The import killer. He was the top Irish guy in an Irish promotion that would beat the imports. I thought it was a really cool gimmick. Oh, those were good times in OTT. It's just mad that, like, I went to a lot of those OTT shows as a fan, and here I am now, 3-4 years later, and I've been on the same show and worked with people who were on these shows that I went to as a fan. Mental. Good times. Make another change. We'll bring on Goddard. Aberg can come off. And I'm going to give Ponce a rest to bring on Sarr. I'm currently watching that. I'm doing Raw vs Nitro quest from start to end, including pay-per-view, SmackDown and Thunder. Brett is so incredible. The rise of Austin is awesome. I honestly, JJ, I fucking love doing that, man. When you pick like a specific period of time in wrestling and you just go back and watch it all. Like I did that in a few years ago. I watched... Ooh, just missed. I went through the whole year of 2002, which is like one of my earliest memories of being a wrestling fan. And just going back throughout the year. It's such a great year. Like, obviously, Cena, Lesnar, Batista, Randy Orton, they all debut. We get the Rock and Hogan match. the first ever draft, Shawn Michaels returns. Like, it's such a great thing to do. It really is. So yeah, that's class that you're doing that. Oh, Santos! Oh, bloody hell. He's completely scoffed that. He's completely scoffed it. But this episode it went from being one of the worst ever to one of my favourite. And I'm enjoying these longer episodes. And listen, unfortunately we can't get used to them because I will be back at work next week, but whilst I'm isolating, I'm trying to stay on here as long as I can. Gets a bit lonely. Oh, and Everton do get one back. Well, we can't keep a clean sheet this time. Leon Bailey with the goal. Well, that's a shame. I can't be bothered getting mad. I think I got so mad in those first few games that I just can't possibly get mad anymore. Well, it's a great start to season 4. In terms of entertainment value, at the very least. Even though some of the results have been bad, the entertainment value's been great. It was before my time. I wanted to see what the fuss is about. The Nitro I watched... the Nitro I just watched, Lex Luger won the belt from Hogan. Different times, man. Different times. Yeah, I kind of started watching, like, right at the end of the Attitude Era. That was, like, those are my... 2002 is kind of the first year I remember properly as a wrestling fan, but I do remember getting into it right at the back end of the Attitude... of the, the Monday Night Wars and the Attitude Era. But I've obviously gone back and watched a lot of it, and yeah. I definitely want to watch a lot more WCW pay-per-views. Because there are some gems out there. Oh, Ramsdale get there. Good man. And that is it. We do get the win over Everton, and we do jump up into the top half of the table. Fantastic. 2004 was my first year, just after WrestleMania. WrestleMania 20 is such a great WrestleMania. It really is. It's one of my favourite pay-per-views to go back and watch. Obviously, the main event is tough to watch now because of, you know, how everything would end up with you-know-who. But from top to bottom, that is a great show. The Jericho and Christian stuff is quite weird, but they still have a fun match. And it is it's a great WrestleMania. Let's do a post-match interview. Why not? City beat United, fuck's sake. Obviously, Taker returning. Cena wins his first ever title in WWE. There's some great stuff there. And I've also worked the same show as someone who was on that show. Scotty 2 Hotty, who was in a tag match that night. The team showed what they're capable of. Oh, I hate these. This fucking there's a small moth in my room. He keeps flying in front of the bloody telly. It's really annoying. There were some great performances out there today. Well, our fortunes are turning around. And once again, we are in the Champions League. And I can finally say, yes, the glitch didn't fuck us over this year, which is great. Ooh. Well, the next episode is going to be interesting, isn't it? Let's have a look at this. So, we don't really care about that. So, already in October, we'll obviously have this Champions League game against Kiev. Bloody hell, this is going to be an interesting episode. Then we have Manchester United at home. Liverpool away. Back in the Champions League with Benfica. Villa. Palace in the Cup. Palace in the League. Very interesting. Eddie JBL feud, I remember so well. Kurt Angle was the GM of SmackDown. Cena was on Rise to the Top. Yeah, 2004 is a fascinating year to go back and watch. Start to finish. Some very good pay-per-views from that time as well. So that's always great too. So yeah, it was a good year to start watching. I love getting to know. Oh, this guy could be interesting. This guy could also be interesting. I am going to start looking at other centre backs because I'm not too sure about Timber. But I love like finding out when people started watching wrestling, how they got into wrestling, what's like their first and earliest memory of wrestling. I love doing it. I think it's so much fun to talk to people about that. But we will have a look at the Premier League table before we finish up and see where we're at after those wins. We're up into 8th. Okay. So we are we are 7 points behind. Yeah, 7 points behind Man City. We still haven't lost a game. We've played 6, won 3, lost 3, scored 19 and conceded 12. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, what a start to the season. I said it before. You can call this career mode whatever you want, but one thing you can't call it is boring. And our next game is against Manchester United, which if we win, we would jump up potentially into the top 4. I think with our goal difference, we'd be fairly certain to go into the top 4. So this is a big game against United up next, which is very, very exciting. Southampton, we've actually jumped above Southampton. Leeds are in 13th. How the fuck did they put 4 past us? So fucking stupid. But anyways, lads, that will do it for this week when it comes to Tyrrell United. Well, okay, actually, let me think about this now, right? Let me think about this. So, tomorrow, we have Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Let me think about this before I make any decisions. So that kicks off, I think, at 8 o'clock. So that'll be finished in around 10. Maybe 20 past 10. I might do a late stream afterwards, before SmackDown, because I do want to watch SmackDown live. Because normally I watch all my wrestling on a Friday and Saturday, but I've caught up with everything this week because I've been off. So I'll just watch SmackDown live. Yeah, I might do a late stream. We'll see. Keep an eye on my Twitter, that's all I'll say, because I won't guarantee anything yet, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'll either see you tomorrow or I'll see you next week. But thank you all for tuning in, I should say, to this wild episode. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate it, buddy. And I will talk to you all next time, whenever that may be.